Do 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 do. All right. Check 1 2. Check 2 1. Check ya yeet. What up, though? How do it do? How do it be? All right. Looks like it's working. You know how I feel about these kind of things. Boy, I tell you. It is the time. It is that time. That time again, my friend. Wallabies, true believers, creatures of unknown origin. Welcome to the expert playlist. It's Halo Infinite Night once again. But, you know, I think we're at the end of the campaign.
Stronghold.
So as we, you know, as we do every Monday, gotta shake off that rust a little bit. I play many things to be consistently mentally locked in.
Lay claim to the zone and defend them.
So, you know, you gotta do the damn thing. Get our freak on a little bit. You know, get into that Halo state of mind. It's a state of mind. It's a thing. It's a place. It's like Utopia, man. It's a place. Thankfully, you know, we're running with the frames today, so shouldn't be too bad.
Stronghold Alpha is ours. Stronghold Charlie lost. Enemies hurt.
You know, I feel like in a perfect world, both of our elbows would have hit each other in the face at the same time, but I think that's something my brain is only used to because of Destiny. You know, I just taking one bullshit warlock melee to the chest, you know, one hunter knife to the groin, you know, you kind of taking them on. Can I not die in, like, see, this is... Not that I don't miss, you know, I mean, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Not that I don't miss Master Chief, you know, flailing to his death, no matter what. I mean, they did make an entire Destiny emote around it. You know, I'll recognize game. It's part of our history. It's part of our collective FPS history. Seeing Master Chief flail his way through the sky after being blown into Kingdom Come. As much as I love that, you know,
M41 Spanker.
somehow that was far less embarrassing than the grim reality of soft body physics along with
M41 Spanker
heavy ragdolls.
Thrusters acquired.
Because now I'm coming. How are you not dead? How did you not die? How did I get a kill assist? What's a blast radius? What am I? Why do I even exist? What was that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, so now, you know, I can get blown up by a grenade, and now because of soft body physics and hard ragdolls, now I can just explode, face plant on a wall in the literal shape of an L. Like, look at this guy. Look what happened to him. Face down, ass up.
Enemy team scoring.
After the shields break, aim for the head for a quicker kill. Really? Oh. Excuse me.
Stronghold Bravo is ours.
It's actually very true. The pistol's a very effective weapon once you are not trying to shoot it. You're not. Oh god, he's behind me! Excuse me. In my defense, he died. But, you know, somebody assisted him. That's the problem when your game doesn't have, when your game has friendly fire just turned off by default. You start doing reckless shit like throwing grenades at your friends because you don't care about blowing them up. This is something you do. Alright. I think that's enough of the rust for me. You can always come back. You can always come back to multiplayer, but you know, I have a gentleman to save. So, I'm gonna have to get back down on this campaign. Just checking out Master Chief. I mean, I feel like this is the end. If this were not the end, I would be very surprised. This feels like it should be the end. So let me make sure my tea bags are in order. Alright. I mean, look at this. I mean, I know they didn't do this on purpose, but I play Destiny. This still looks like Cabal technology to me. If you ask me. Alright, hold on. There it is. He has a face. Alright, let's get in here. I mean, they're making me do this. Like, I could have just as easily driven a Warthog, but this game has no co-op, so the person in the back of my Warthog was just hot butter ass, and you know, that's how you lose vehicles. There's no weapons out here? Aren't there usually, like, isn't that on my rider? Weapons and ammo crates before major boss fights? I swear I don't appear in any games unless they just put that on my rider.
Where is he?
Unknown. There's an unusual signal up ahead. Maybe that's him.
I feel like I got an achievement for just like running in a straight line. Just...
I thought perhaps that I had misjudged you.
Monkey.
You would allow your cohort to die for the greater good. I pity you that I was correct. The House of Reckoning.
I really like this guy.
Such an appropriate name. Many of your kind have entered this arena. None have left. Come, look upon my work. Understand why we won.
I mean, I like the way he's been presented so far. You know, there are certain evil characters or villains that transcend their malevolence. Like, he doesn't just seem like he's evil for evil's sake. I do think he's being duped. I feel like he's been misled, but that seems to be the subtext of a lot of like really like radical leaders of any ideology. It seems like it, but I don't know. I think bleh. I think he has layers to him. I can appreciate that he's just not mustache twirling, or he's not like, you know, whatever the name of that elite was in Halo 5, Nagarma blah blah blah, where it's just like,
It is no accident that the Banished were able to win so decisively. Arm yourself, Master Chief. Scavenge this battlefield.
I was just about to say, like, am I in an Erector set?
Is a remnant of their sacrifice and a testament to our strength.
So you guys like conquer and defame entire militaries, and then you collect the rubble from your battles and construct playsets out of them?
Now start this fight.
Like, they make American banished warrior sets out of their enemies' seized armaments? Are you serious? Is this like a UNSC? Am I on Legends of the Hidden Temple? This is sick. This is gross. Like, if this were real life, this would be wrong. Like, we don't do that. You don't. Why are they taking their time? Like, this is a mood thing. Like, I'm not playing Dead Space. What are y'all doing? Where are the enemies at? It's all fun and games until I come around a corner wielding this thing, and then they're gonna go, ah! And, you know, like... Fuck. Okay. Alright, guys. Let's go. No. What did I say? That's suppressing fire, though. Good. We good. Alright, got him. These guys are like the heart and soul of the game. They're the true heroes out here. They're like the Cade. They're like a bunch of mini Cade 6s. Just with no skill. Or self. Actually, maybe the same sense of self-preservation as Cade 6. Like, what do you say? Like, what do you say when you're reporting to Escharum later on? Like, how did the Spartan defeat you? He was hopping around with a chain gun. He was throwing barrels like he was Donkey Kong. You know, like... See, this isn't my fault. It's their fault I'm being this silly. I didn't ask for this. I wanted to be responsible. I wanted to tackle the battlefield with poise and grace, and then they made that difficult by giving me a weapon that shoots porcupine needles. Like, they brought this upon themselves. Is this my fault? Is it? I'm not sure. I don't know, man. Ouch! Y'all thought I was... Y'all thought I was joking in the Instagram post. They really do have EMPs. They really do have EMPs that block out your guns. What? That's seriously a dummy. He said hold still, please. Honorable mention... What the fuck? What are you... Message! I mean, this is you guys' fault. I did not sanction this. Holy shit. What is that? Did I not say the grapple hook was the best thing to happen to this game? Did I not say that? I believe I said that. I believe those were words that I said with my mouth. That was an awful shot. Hi. Can you not? Oh God! Oh my God! This gun! This grappling hook! Why does it work like this? Boy, you better. I mean, I might be inclined to let up. I'm just saying. You know, I remember when this power was called an exotic in Destiny. Let me start to work. Shit. I have an idea. I have a good idea. That was it. That's as far as I thought that out. Come on. Thank you. Now that I'll take. This is fun. No, this is fun. The Mauler is like the most broken thing in this game by far. Whoa! Oh, my baby! Why are you not dead? I wish you had this much freedom to use this equipment in the multiplayer as you did in the campaign, but then it would basically be Titanfall, right? It'd basically be Titanfall if you were doing that. Just everybody like grappling and running all over the walls and doing all sorts of crazy shit. Don't do it. Don't do it. I said it. Oh. I see you. This is gonna be a chain reaction. Hopefully it'll get him, distract him a little bit while I run over there.
This is it!
I think that's it. We should keep moving.
This is it! I think that's it. I think that's it too. Are you kidding? You know, I love it. You think Twitch and Restream would play nicely with each other? But clearly not. Clearly not. Clearly not. Alright, I think I fixed that there. No, this is not. No. The Mondays are for Halo. Well, I feel like Halo is ending soon, so the Mondays will be for Sifu very, very soon. Which is amazing. That's a game you platinum. That's a game we're platinum on stream. I'm going to tap into my inner grasshopper. But until then, Donkey Kong impressions. Gimme. I just want to say, he looks absolutely ridiculous carrying this much shit, but it does make sense. He is Master Chief.
You created the false god, Cortana. Destroyed my world.
That does complicate things in a way that I was not aware of.
She could not kill the fire that burned.
She basically made the Banished what they are now.
It made us stronger. Can you say the same?
Bro, have you not been here for like the past 6 games? Like, do you know how many Spartans have died? Do you know how many Spartans he's watched die?
Why is he telling you all this?
Kung Fu treachery. Oh,
It forces you to look at
that game. That's actually the main. That's actually the genre of Kung Fu movie that Sifu is.
fight.
Like, if you could, it is actually Kung Fu treachery.
Do you recall the siege of Wagner?
You know, Wayne Billy can't interrupt me when I'm doing my Kung Fu.
Against my
So we have to finish Halo first. So nothing can interrupt my Kung Fu.
fought well to the end. Their fate was sealed from the start.
I mean, I feel like there's subtext there. Like, I feel like he's calling humanity weak because they rely upon Spartans to fight all of the threats they face. I mean, let's be honest. Let's be real honest. Let's be really honest. Without Spartans, humanity in the UNSC would not have survived the Covenant attacks. They're pretty defenseless unless they have 1 or 2 of them on the battlefield. A lot of them have been wiped out by the same threats that Master Chief has eventually taken out, but Master Chief's just really lucky. Essentially, is he just calling all of us weak? Because we rely on an elite few instead of a collective whole, you know, to survive? It could be. It could be. Like I said, he strikes me, Escharum strikes me as a very Spartan, very honorable warrior type.
But about observing choice, reactions,
You know,
fear.
that was a quality that I really liked in Keitel in Destiny's Season of the Chosen. I really appreciated that about her character. It was really cool.
Is the ammunition I need to dismantle your
Like the Cabal were planning to betray the Guardians, and Keitel actually stepped in, and, you know, it's like... Which is awesome, because, you know, I've been shooting Cabal in the face for like 7 years. It was actually nice to, like, respect one for once. I don't respect Emperor Callus, no. Definitely not Valis the Aura. Ow, ow, you can see the needles in his back! Ah! Ah, it looks like it hurts! Oh god, Master Chief, why? See? I feel like, you know, one thing I always like to say about people and, you know, accessing their talents is like, you know, you should use up your powers for good. You know, no matter what it is you're doing, use your powers for good. And I feel like 343, when they led into Halo, like what they did to the art style was they went overboard and they were like, you know, we're going to stick details on everything. We're going to stick details on the details. These simple shapes, these simple, easily recognizable shapes, no, we're just going to make them really complicated for no fucking reason. Like Tetsuya Nomura, when you give him leather and belt buckles, just going to stick fucking belt buckles all over everything. That's what 343 did with like a lot of the character designs and... I put up the shield too late. I feel like that's what they did with all the character designs. They just made them overly complicated, and you can see it like it reached peak ass in Halo 5, where everything was just needlessly detailed to such a degree that Master Chief looked less like a human and more like a Todd McFarlane action figure. Which is what they didn't want to go for. No, he didn't. He didn't say that. Sir, stop. This is a Walgreens. Nothing? Yeah, no, wait, no. Art style, but yeah. So, you know, I was really happy when I saw Master Chief's suit. Wow, no, don't do that. I was really happy when I saw Master Chief's suit in this game when they did the first reveal because I noticed that they really scaled it back to have the simplicity of Bungie's Mark IV design. It still has needless details, but I feel like they found the elegance and simplicity. Because they took their penchant for needless details and instead of focusing it on the characters, they focused it on the environments and the effects and, you know, like, there's lots of really fun, subtle details in this game that I really appreciate. Like, Master Chief shifts his weight differently, fights differently, and braces himself differently in cutscenes depending on which weapon he's holding. It's really cool. You know? Little things like how large the needles are. I don't think I ever got a feel of how large the needles were in the game Halo. I've read books like The Fall of Reach, all of the Eric Nyland books like The Flood, and you know, the way they describe needles in the novels is not one-to-one with the games at all. Like in the novels, they're described as these horrible things. Like being shot with an icicle that burns away at your insides. You know, you never got a sense of that. And I feel like, you know, just now, I just saw like a 3-foot needle sticking out of Master Chief's back. And I gotta say, I have so much respect for anyone that's actually been hit with one of these things now. The monkeys are attacking! The monkeys are attacking! No! What is happening? What is behind? I can hear them behind me! Why are there monkeys? Those aren't brutes. Those are actual monkeys. Did you see them? They run on all... Do you hear them growling? Do you see the captions say, break him? What are we doing? Surely we can communicate on a higher level than this. Surely we are better than our ancestors. No, seriously. I think I've been less terrified hearing... Yo, you gotta chill. You gotta chill! Oh, God. Yo, make it stop! Bro, what? I could have sworn I was advocating for chill a second ago. Stop!
I've prepared for you some of our best and brightest.
I can hear you breathing! I feel like I earned that shit. That was like... I mean, if that's not using your environment to your advantage, I don't know what is. That's wild. That's fucking crazy. Excuse me. I don't know how much shit just blew up. It seemed like it was a lot, so let's go. Wow, stuff is still exploding. Shit. There's hunters now too. Ah. You know, I know there are worms in suits, but that armor is still a beast. I mean, I do love that they're just not like a giant, like invincible hitbox anymore. They do actually take damage. This isn't gonna hold. Alright. What do we do with all this next-gen technology? This gave me this huge-ass battlefield to fight in. What do I do with all this? What do I do with all this freedom? Where do I go with it? Do I look for a turret? There's gotta be a turret out there, right? Somewhere. Another skewer. Always happy with skewers. Shit! Okay. Alright. That's not Taco Bell. Reject modernity. Is this what happens? Is this what happens when you don't embrace monk? Is this what happens? Is this my punishment? How you been, man? How you been? Have you tried this yet? It's wild. I love it. It's the best Halo's been since... I don't know. I liked Halo 4. You know. Halo 4 wasn't amazing, but I liked Halo 4. But no, I think this is the best Halo's been since like 3. To be frank. I mean, you know, what I'd give for some active camo, right? EMP grenade? There we go. I'm not even gonna look. I'm not even gonna look to my right. I already heard it. See what we're not gonna do. Animal! You know, when the captions themselves have to tell me that this thing is having a confident laugh at my expense, I just feel like we've done too much to humanize the enemy, you know? Right in your kneecaps, right in your kneecaps. Look. I can see the worms in your knees! Maybe I just haven't figured out the secret sauce yet, but hunters are so formidable in Halo Infinite, it's just genuinely annoying. Like, I want to video game bullshit them so bad, but the design of the game just doesn't really allow for it. Like, I'd love to run around, but the fact of the matter is that sneaking behind them used to be really easy. And it's so much harder with 2 of them. It's a lot of stress. It's the best kind of stress, but it's still stressful. Any day now. All good. Breach! You know, I think I left something over here. Definitely wasn't a skewer, but... Nope, it wasn't that either. Nope, it's not up there. Did I lose that chain gun I had? I guess so. Alright. Always fun when I've only got one weapon left. One down. Mother of God. You know.
We did it. Well, you.
Thank you. What you mean? What you? I feel like nothing needs to be said. Yo. Fam, I was doing donuts around this thing. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and act like there was not a preponderance of just downed machine guns, you know, as I was zipping around the level like Spider-Man. Like literal Spider-Man. Like, I was getting my gauntlet on. Oh, what up, Seal? This week, I do believe it's more seafood. Some seafood, some Halo Infinite, and something third and unnamed. Because Cuphead is over, but I'm not sure whether or not, you know, torturing all of us on expert mode is something I want to do. Because I already... I did about 3 of the boss fights on expert mode, and...
This world, looping
people were complaining about it being hard on regular.
forever. Is it a symbol
Okay.
of life, or a cruel joke by the Forerunners?
That's actually a good question. I feel like that's the metaphor at the heart of the Matrix Resurrections. And Bioshock Infinite. Like I said this when this game started. If they're about to hit me with a Bioshock Infinite level metaphor about, you know, how this has happened and will happen again, and like if they hit me with the always a lighthouse shit, I'm gonna be really mad. Not mad like this sucks, but mad like we gotta find better ways to reboot things. You know, I feel like we're rebooting everything that's using like weird paracausal logic like this. Like, we already have a rebooted Cortana that's literally a rebooted Cortana with none of the Cortana in her Cortana. You know, Master Chief is wearing his original suit, kinda.
Struck the infinity.
We're on another Halo.
First dreadnought came from the sun.
There's always a Halo.
The
you know?
chaos that followed. You hardly had time to notice the other 3 bear down upon you. Do you know how long it took us to neutralize
10 minutes.
your greatest ship? 4 minutes. In 4 minutes, the Infinity, mankind's finest achievement, became a memory.
I mean, you don't have to dance in it. you can win and not be a dick. Like, that always looks bad on you later on when, you know, dude comes back and puts a boot on your neck. Like, it was really funny watching Gaul kick your guardian off the ship. So you'd land in the city, Mass Effect style, and watch everything crumble around you. But that later came back to bite him in the ass, you know. I feel like you should just win with grace, you know. Like, it's not my fault Cortana went crazy.
The end approaches.
I mean, I tried to delete her. And then there was like some kind of crazy gas leak. And then Cortana wanted to kill everybody or something like that. And then next thing you know, this game happened. Like,
First or last surprise.
that's not my fault. What the hell was that? Oh no. Isn't that Echo's video? Aren't those Echo's video logs? My boy.
Good seeing.
No.
I miss you. And I love you. I love you, Daddy. So
Can I just say for the record, this game has the coolest cinematics. Like, this game has probably my favorite presentation out of any Halo game. Like, wow. Jogger blah blah blah. Like, look at this. This game has actual boss fights. He stuck me! You know what? Bro.
The other Spartans died in disgrace.
This is cool shit.
As will you.
Fuck. Alright. This is wild. I feel like I'm fighting Predator. Like, why is he like trilling and cackling in the background? I'm actually being hunted. I'm being hunted. Dick. Oh, I saw him.
It begins. Let us enjoy these final moments.
This is Halo. Get out of my face. I'm not dealing with this.
Prepare yourself.
Got you. I knew it.
He wanted to kill your
That was a
friend,
setup.
but I promised him
like the idea of my friends getting hurt. That's a tough sell. I'll take it. I got him to post up on those barrels and was like, look, I'll just say it right now, bro. Listen, if Echo, if anything happens to Echo, we riot. If anything at all happens to Echo, we riot. It's that simple. This ain't a game. This is dude's night out. Where's my boy? What do they do with my boy?
Whatever the outcome, know this. The Banished control this ring. We came for war. 1,000 legions occupy this world. The Auditorium will give up its secrets. Your interference is just
You got the coof.
an irritation.
He's got something. He's got the
Fleeting.
he's got the infinite variant. And I guess this is why I admire his bravado so much, why I admire his attitude, his demeanor, because this man is terminally ill. He's clearly terminally ill, but had we not audience omniscience, you know, we wouldn't be any the wiser. Like, he maybe lets a cough out every now and then, but really, he's like, it seems like he's got like tuberculosis.
I'm getting a read on Echo 216. He's right above us.
Good. I mean, not that we would have tolerated anything
There he
less.
is. We need to get him out of that thing.
Where he is? Oh shit. Is that the same monkey? Like twice? Oh, you know, I guess this is because I play Halo. I mean, this is because I play Destiny, but like, you know, whenever I see like giant character models, I'm always thinking to myself, man, like, I hope I don't have to fight anything that large, because that's a really quick and easy way to make a boss character. And just like double or triple the size of your normal grunt level enemy. Like, I'd love to see that. Actually, if grunts were in Destiny, I would love to see like a 50-foot tall grunt. See, this is what happens when Microsoft doesn't buy Bungie and they let Sony do it. Alright, fam. I know I was just sitting here listening to him scream like that was like a nice thing to do. Why is this so easy? Are you bait?
You shouldn't have come for me.
Don't be bait, bro.
Microgravity wells are putting enormous stress on his body.
I told you that I would not kill him.
Leave me. Run! We'll get you out of here.
No. You will try.
Chief, he's here.
He knows I'm here. This was never a trap.
See what I mean?
It is a test of
See what I mean?
Our battle ends here.
Get him out of there.
On it.
I respect this guy.
Our witness. Our story will become legend, told by those that survive you.
His face. Wow. Oh wow, he's fast. Very, very interesting routing.
Show me what you are. Yes, come close.
Okay, I can't get away with that too much.
What will you do now?
That's not a viable strategy.
The machine is connected to Escherum's shield. Any damage you inflict on Escherum is transferred to Echo.
Are you joking?
The power's transmitted via a series of relays around the room. Let's see if I can... Got it. Relays exposed. Destroy it.
Oh, this is some legitimately diabolical shit. Legitimately diabolical shit.
Relay's down, and so's his shield.
You break my challenge.
What an interesting way to stage a boss fight.
Escherum's shield reactivated. Expose the relay.
Got it. Go.
I really like new Cortana. She's charming.
The human has such faith in his savior.
Careful, Chief. His shield's still active. The shield's down. Now's your chance.
If I am to die today, so be it. I've had time to make peace with it.
That's what I mean, man. You don't mess with a warrior that has nothing to lose. He doesn't even care. He doesn't even care, which is really foreshadowing that we should be more worried about what his actual plan is, because he doesn't care about dying. So clearly his plan is not predicated on him staying alive. And that is what we call alarming. You know, I'm all about...
Next relay's exposed. Take it
I'm
out.
all about the ritualistic clapping, okay, of them cheeks, you know? It's cool, but like, what am I being distracted by? You know what I mean? Like, what's the greater plan? What am I missing here? Come on.
It's down. You know what to do.
Thought I had some grenades left. I mean, you've got a literal hand cannon. It's an actual hand cannon, though. It's an actual hand cannon. I don't want to stand against you. Like, I'm not trying to fight that. What do you think this is? Anybody trying to fight this crazy monkey madness? You got monkey in your veins. I don't want any part of this. Refill shotgun. Again, what is the actual plan, and why am I not aware of it yet? I'm gonna fill this monkey full of needles. That actually works really well. Is that considered an energy? No, it's not a fine.
Final relay's exposed. Destroy it.
Where is it?
Will not be stopped. Not by you.
I can't shoot him, or I'll be shooting my friend. I mean, there's really something to be said about sliding around a corner and then grappling around the rest. This is something that's made only possible by the fact that Halo Infinite is Halo Infinite. I tell you, Uncharted got better when they added a rope. Everything just gets better when you add grapple hooks. Why do you think the Arkham games are so successful? Grapple hooks. never played a game I hated with a grapple hook. Just Cause? Entire franchise. Grapple hooks.
That's it. Last relay destroyed. Echo 216 is safe, Chief.
Oh god! Oh god! What is that?
Time to prove it.
What is that? What is that? What is that? Why is he using it? Bro, what?
Final relays exposed. Destroyed.
Bro, what? What was that? The fuck was that? Your man's got like DLC. He got like post-launch DLC. He went into the Microsoft store, bought like 2,000 silver. I can't even, like, I don't even know what he... Where did he get that thing? Like, he's really bellowing right now. He's really bellowing!
Last relay destroyed. Echo 216 is safe, Chief. Escharum wants you to prove your legend. Time to prove it.
You're inside my head! You're not even on the battlefield, woman! Bro. Again, I keep asking. Is this just my eternal torment for not returning to Monkey? This is just... Batman! Okay. What was that? Okay. So... the pain I feel.
Final relays exposed. Destroy it.
I need some routing. Well, that's useful. It's more useful than looking for some barrels, which is really what I was doing. You know, that gun is classified in-game as a trash cannon. I think it's fucking wild that that's supposed to be a quote-unquote trash cannon, and he can fire that thing so accurately. Like, it actually legitimately gets on my nerves.
Escharum wants you to prove your legend. Time to
Stop talking shit on me on behalf. You make me look silly when I die, girl. Please, no. He's invoking the names of all the dead people.
You will falter. Your fear.
You did it. Help me get him out.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay.
I can't.
Bro.
I can't believe you came for me. So we're done now, right?
Dude.
It's over.
He's taking the name of the game a little bit too literally.
Ends. My death will inspire 1,000 others. Tell them I died well.
Look at his skin though, damn.
I don't understand. You showed him respect. He was a monster.
He's a soldier fighting in a war. You know,
But at the end, he was just a soldier.
yeah, you can't really. I mean, he's on the wrong side.
Hoping he'd done the right thing.
This is what I mean, yeah.
Questioning his choices.
So is it over? Their leader's dead, right?
The intricacies of any action are complex.
What? What are you talking
They're like
about?
weeds, my
There
man.
will be consequences. There always are.
What could be worse?
You're asking him.
We need to move. The Harbinger's at the auditorium. Whatever she's planning.
It's worse. I get it. Okay then. I have one question before we leave.
What is it?
Has anyone seen a pelican? Ow. What? What? I had a lot going on. I was busy.
We got Echo back. We got Echo 216 back. That's my man right there. That's my straight
It's
man.
about to get rough. They're waiting for us. I think they're all waiting for us.
He's the guy that's got to look at all the crazy shit and go,
Did you feel that? It's not too late to turn around.
you're about to do what?
Something feels... The silent auditorium. Oh no.
What is it? What's wrong?
Is that where Cortana was?
I should have realized. That's not what it was called. I've been here before. This is where I locked her down. This is where Cortana died.
What do we call her?
Oh, okay, so there's echoes of her.
Did you hear me?
I still, I really wish they'd explain that to me a little bit more. I don't understand why he's seeing echoes of Cortana in his head. You just gonna leave me here? Just bullets flying past my head?
You sure you're okay down there? Want me to
Yes.
Negative. Pull back.
We'll be in touch.
You got it. I'll be waiting for the call. Try not to die. You hear me?
I am very confident in Master Chief's ability to survive. I saw him get thrown through a tree. I saw a giant monkey hold Master Chief up by his neck and throw him into the void of space, where he then fever dreamed a sequel that never happened, and, you know, Cortana went crazy in it, and then he woke up.
You're just a little crybaby.
I can see you!
Sheathe your blades. The demon is no more. Shameful to welcome death so...
He's still talking. Shameful, the demon that's hold up the word of the hope. Listen. One, you hacking.
You sure you're okay down there?
Out here using no clip and invis and god mode. I'm not with it.
Pull back.
We'll be in touch.
I always hate that. You know, like Halo and Metal Slug, right? Two games where just the enemies talk shit after you die. I just slain the demon. Like, listen, no you haven't. My grapple hook wasn't working. My little brother was playing. That's what happened. Leave me alone. Get off my feet. Bonk! Bonk! This is me to my Twitter feed all day today. Just had the bat out. Just get out of here. Chill. Take a cold shower. Get away from me. Be quiet. Just beating everybody. How many hammers? How many?
Negative. Pull back.
We'll be in touch.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. This thing isn't hurting me every time I use it, but I just can't stop because it is a giant bonk hammer. Bonk. Alright. Let's head further in. No, don't end me. No, don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do that. The camera like goes straight. Just no clip right into his cheeks.
You sure you're okay down there? Want me to wait?
Negative. Pull back.
We'll be in touch.
You got it. I'll be waiting for the call. Try not to die. You hear me?
I'm not dropping this hammer. This is... I gotta flex on him by just beating them all to death with the same hammer their leader used. Will I though? It wasn't enough to get like one stuck directly on his face. It's so goofy and slow, and I feel like I'm gonna die every time I use it, but I just can't stop. Just the gravity hammer is an iconic weapon. Leave it to Bungie. Like, I don't know. I don't think, like, I still... Even though I think the franchise is in great hands, I don't think in terms of sheer iconography, I don't think Halo Infinite has produced an iconic weapon or enemy type or moment really in the franchise. Like, everything that's still really iconic and memorable, that stands out, is really a lot of the stuff from Halos 1 through 3, like all the returning weapons. Even though, and I know this was contentious when Halo 4 came out, a lot of the sound effects for these weapons have changed. Some of them, like the plasma weapons and the gravity hammer, are nigh indistinguishable. Some, like the assault rifle and the battle rifle, sound completely different, and it just sounds weird. But I'd say for the most part, like, these weapons are pretty good. I'm just in pain. Stop it! Must it happen this way? He's not wrong. I mean, he's absolutely right. That's always my favorite thing when you cut off the voice lines, but I guess he needed 2 hammer swings. I taste like what? You say I taste like Rethbor? Are you kidding me? Man, they lying. That ain't a ref. That's not a thing. That's not a thing. That's not real. That ain't that's not a thing. I taste like this. I taste like this. What? That's a lie. That's not true. That's a lie. No, no, no. I refuse. That's just disrespectful. I think that's just disrespectful. I'm just not even gonna. That was the worst thing he could have said to like ruin my mood. Like just call me some weird mythological beast that I don't even identify with as a human being. Like. Looking like a cross between El Gigante and Slenderman. Like, I don't even know why you would say that about somebody. Not even somebody you don't like. Like, why would you say somebody... Like, I taste like that thing? Like... What does that thing even look like it tastes like? That thing looks like it tastes like chitlins. Like, I don't even...
We must kill the Spartan!
We must kill the Spartan! Did he like swat the grenade away? Did I just see that?
Well, time to reap what I sowed.
If I were the banished, I wouldn't even put grunts on the battlefield. Like that, I'd die. I'd die. Just don't send me onto the battlefield with grunts. How are you even supposed to keep a cool head about
The
yourself?
store requires a power seed. There must be one nearby.
Grunts are hilarious. I don't even know how you deal with that. He said, "Time to reap what I sow," and then got shot in the face. Like, what am I? I'm supposed to keep my composure here, okay? I'm supposed to be stoic in the face of danger, you know? I'm supposed to lead where others follow, and... I can't do that, man. I'm just sitting over here cackling because every time... She's literally wearing plot armor. Not saying it was my decision to originally portray Cortana as a naked young Dr. Halsey, but that was the hand we were dealt. And now she's literally wearing plot armor.
Please come find me.
Like, no one explained how she got that suit of armor. She just appeared with it on. It was like, oh.
I've been waiting for you to show up. What's the plan? Take me back to the Infinity for deletion? Halsey's gonna love that.
The UNSC is gone.
Atrios, how did you...
It's time to discuss the terms of your surrender.
You know what's wild about all this? And I thought this the first time I came down here. Like, again, I keep thinking about the infinite part of the storyline here. These places are called, like, you have the cartographers, the map makers, the library. They never really described what the library was, other than, you know, some of the facilities used to contain the flood in some of the Halos. But, like, when I hear a library, you know, I think reference, I think index, I think, well, this. What are these markings? Because, I mean, if you were to ask me, I would say something along the lines of, oh, this must be genetic data to 3D print Ungoy, Sanghaley, Kigyar. That's what these things look like. These look like the various alien races that make up the Banished. I know to some degree there is the implication of the harvesting of DNA, but if the Forerunners created everything, then it's likely that they're just creations. But then, is there like a really weird, fucked up subtext here where it's like that? Again, it's like that episode of South Park when they found out that Earth was just basically a reality show where they took all the random races and just, you know, there's an Ungoi planet, there's a Sanghaley planet, there's a Kigyar planet. You know, this is what happens when you take all three of them and stick them on one. Like, is that what Halos are? Is this what they do? Are they like just giant ant farms? Are they giant mouse mazes? Where they just is this like the secret of Nim, where they just keep sticking all these alien races on giant ring planets and then seeing whether or not they can survive, and then if the experiment fails, they just stick a flood on there and just fuck it. I'm thinking too deep, right? Like it's too deep. But then why are these things here? Why are there giant index cards with alien races on them? Why do there seem to be so many Halos? Why are these the most common alien races throughout the galaxy? I feel like Master Chief has been fighting Ungoi, Kigyar, Sanghaley, like, for 20 years. For about 20 years. Are there any other aliens? Not if they keep 3D printing these same ones, there aren't. You know, I'm legit surprised that the Brute Hammer doesn't count as a power weapon. Kind of surprising. Don't threateningly roar. Just caught the gooch and catch the gooch in 4K. Just catch it in 4K. Grapple somewhere, anywhere that's not here. Well, shit. I've always wondered whether or not that was possible. I mean, I'm not wondering anymore, but honestly, not for the reasons I would have anticipated. Isn't it the same weapon they use? Like, this thing is just slowly cooking this thing on the inside, right? Is this like Destiny's Wither Horde? I'm still trying to figure this weapon out. I still can't use it in PvP. Or shit. This seems like a plasma flamethrower that... Honestly, it just seems like a Halo Wither Horde. To be frank. Why are hunters so scary now? Good lord. I'll take that. I just love that one of the melees is just him jostling the gun forward. Like, he knows he can shoot your eye out with it. He knows. I feel like I should keep this just in case, but at the same time, I really don't want to. This isn't a hard light weapon either? What is it? It's not plasma. No, and it's not ballistic. It's not kinetic. I refuse. It's not kinetic. You lie. You sit on a throne of lies. Yeah, exactly. Face down, worms up. Alright. You know, I've never seen anyone else use the grapple hook like this, but that means there absolutely is someone, and I can't wait to see speed runs of this game where people are just doing shit like grappling across the floor because...
No. Not really.
I bet. She was expecting you, but Atriox got to her first. You meant so much to each other. It can't be easy.
Keep doing what you're doing there. Master Chief doesn't get this kind of... He doesn't get that kind of treatment often. People generally don't talk to Master Chief like he's a human being. I don't think they ever have.
Look around, Cortana. Your empire.
This place will become your home. This place will become yours too.
Ended at the hands of
You know, it's funny. It's so funny, you know, speaking of...
a Spartan.
John, the Master Chief will stop you.
He didn't stop me when I crushed his skull. Threw him into the void.
No.
You asked me if I understood the consequences of defiance. And what did I say?
You said yes.
And then I asked you the same question. Reflect on your choices, Cortana. Understand the consequences.
Okay. To be the worst cliche, it's full circle now. I mean, this is why Master Chief feels like this is all his fault. This is also why I'll assume that Master Chief feels like he is the one that has to get to the heart of this and stop it no matter what. Like how they were saying, actions have consequences, you know, this one action can have unintended or unforeseen, you know, effects. This is a lot. This is a lot to unpack there, but like basically Master Chief knew he had to do he knew he had to delete Cortana. He held out for as long as he could. He did not want to delete her. Even as she was entering, like, she should have been deactivated when he lost her in Halo 2 and the Grave Mine got to her. But then the Grave Mine got to her, spent a bunch of time in her head, and accelerated her rampancy to the point where by the time he got back to her, she was already in like full-blown chaos. He waited until the very last moment. His waiting and the way he did it, the way he chose to delete her, left an imprint of her in the Forerunner system. This is the bullshit. Which apparently, through the magic of media that I will never view because it's not in the game, Cortana gets debugged, so to speak, of her rampancy, gets this new silicon-based ideology, attempts to take over the galaxy and blow all of the shit up, destroys Atriox's society when they won't comply and join her. That action leads to Escharum and Atriox attacking the UNSC and destroying all of the human fleet single-handedly, along with, allegedly, the Master Chief. If you really want to draw a line through this timeline of events and go all the way back to where it started, he's kind of responsible. If you want to draw that line all the way back, you could say in a very, very indirect way, the chain of events, the sequence of events that have transpired, kind of began with Master Chief's refusal to give up Cortana. And like Chance the Rapper says, and we back. What's up, guys? Back at it again on another Halo. Just low tier plots. Get out of here! Now, as I was saying, you know, about like 343's attention to detail. Like with the gas tank and they breathe methane, so they like the gas mask and the little horn. It's a result. It's bad graphics, right? But like, I don't think I knew for about 3 or 4 Halos that these things are not the grunts aren't just humpbacks. These are literal gas tanks on their backs. That's pretty cool. It's pretty. It's the little things. Is it ever? Oh, that shot.
You are unworthy to fight our chieftain.
Stop snitching. What you doing? Cut it out.
I will kill you, my dog!
One big target down.
Mid-grapple, as I sailed through the sky with my arm out, he said, "Well, I'm dead." So, again, the grunts are the true MVPs here, but I would never run into battle with them. It'd be too much. I would be rolling on the ground. It'd just be the funniest thing ever. And then I'd get shot in the face by Master Chief. It's because a grunt tripping over their own feet would just be too funny for me. You think the Sentinel bots would be on my side here? Like, do you want Banished running around inside of you, or do you want, like, Master Chief? Like, I feel like the decision's obvious, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's not as obvious as I think it is. Hush. Hush. Alright, just give it a sec. Almost there.
I can smell you!
No.
Feel the lost encroaching moment.
No. They're always so proud of themselves. Like, I almost feel bad sometimes when I do this.
I have killed the demon!
They sound so happy. And then you respawn. It's crazy that... See... Like they think it's a bad shot, and then they don't look underneath their feet, so then they get clapped, you know. Usually what happens. You're really making me fight, like, damn. Ow, 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 don't, no, I'm holding ordnance. Like, we just finished speaking about this. Like, hey, I don't want to hold the barrels while they explode. Every time I use this gun, it makes me think of Painkiller. Painkiller was an amazing FPS. I think it was from People Can Fly. The people that are now tasked with making Fortnite in perpetuity. People Can Fly is amazing. They also made Bulletstorm. Great little studio. But I think that's where the stake gun comes from. Just a gun that fires giant wooden stakes that just pin enemies to walls. That's where this weapon definitely came from. It just looks like it hurts.
It has secrets within that I will have. This silent auditorium. Do you know its history? Its true purpose? I have little need for a failed god. This ring is all I need. Surrender it to me.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. This place could be an intergalactic sperm bank.
The memories. The data. It's more precise. More complete. It's
A
like...
copy?
We're getting closer to where she died.
Yes. But I was going to say deliberate. Like she wanted us to know something.
She left behind clues.
I feel certain that I'm going back. So I'm doing what seems the best thing to do.
So she didn't magically get MacGuffin. She magically didn't get MacGuffin cleaned, like they implied off screen in Halo 5 Guardians, where it was like, "Oh, Cortana, you're rampancy." She's like, "Oh, I got cured by the Forerunner internet." What? What is that in my face? The hell? I said it. Your shit-talking portion's gotta be at least kind of proportional to your ass-kicking ability, because then you end up looking silly when you get caught lacking out in these streets by a dude wearing an olive green armor. Like Master Chief really came here in his Jamaican colors, and you just letting him show you up like this. Oh my god! Don't do that. Stop. He walked up here like, "Can I tell you about our Lord and Savior, Atriox?" I said, "No, stop. Stop breaching my shield. What are you doing? What the fuck is wrong with you?" I don't like it. So many tactical options. So little restraint. So you know the fallacy there? Yeah, the problem was, so that shield only works facing outward. Enemies you can shoot through the shield. So I basically gave them a shield. Okay. That was terrifying. Oh, they're sniping. Don't do that. Oh, Hydra missiles. There was a Hydra sitting there that whole time and I didn't pick this thing up? Why? Why didn't I do that? Why? Rocket-propelled grenades! What are you doing? Stop that! Hi! Hey guys. How you doing? maybe there's like... I could hear somebody growling. He really came up here thinking he was just gonna growl in my face, like you're actually unarmed, like.
Watch him flee!
Worst decision. Wasn't that something about plasma weapons having to vent them? I can imagine, like, I would love to just have a designated plasma weapon person should I play this in co-op. Because their utility is so sound, like, I'd hate to have somebody without them, but at the same time, if there are UNSC weapons around, I'm gonna take them. Or brute weapons around, like. Those are unquestionably the best ones. Stop. Woo! He said, not the head. Well, I mean, I could shoot you in the foot, but it would take longer, and I don't think you'd enjoy that very much. But since he's so sensitive about being shot in his piece of the dome, let's just shoot him in his toes then. Hit your mans with some LASIK right on his toenails. See? See? Now you wish I'd shot you in the head. Look at that. The helmet didn't even want to go. The helmet was like, nah, I'm good. The helmet was like, unlock me later on in the multiplayer. I feel like I'm actually going to see somebody wearing that in the multiplayer. Leave no stone unturned, we say, in the name of content. You know, I'd be really flattered hearing that from someone that wasn't an AI. You know? It's like a deaf person calling you beautiful. Like, I know it comes from a good place, but it seems like a really underhanded compliment. You know? And I'm not saying that Cortana doesn't have feelings or a soul. Like, quite the contrary. She's one of the most well-realized characters, you know, in game history. She's an AI. But what I'm trying to say is, no matter how good she is or how good her personality is, she's still not human. And no matter how much of Dr. Halsey's consciousness she may have in her head, she's not Dr. Halsey. So, you know, Cortana's assessment that John has always been fine, to me, has always been kind of weird, because no one, not even John himself, ever asked the question, what am I going to do if Cortana's not here? And then when Cortana went away, he really didn't know what to do with himself. And as soon as he got a new Cortana, you could see, like, the weird parts of his personality start to come out. Like, and I don't mean weird, like, in an uncomfortable or unsettling way. I mean weird as in, this form of close contact is obviously something he needs in some way, shape, or form. Because
Accept my apology immediately. My earlier efforts to delete you were misguided. I thought she wanted to reveal this installation to restore it, but I was wrong.
are you robots ever not mistaken?
Wrong. Please hurry. The seal is almost broken. But they must not be released. Must stop her.
Who is they?
Stop them. Close the seal.
I am starting to get a bad feeling about all this.
Starting.
Good point.
I was worried that you were perhaps
She's really like a teenage Cortana.
I was wrong. There is so much to learn about this installation. So much even for me. First, stop her. Please.
Okay. Now I was saying,
I have failed to swap the fire. My friend, I'm weak. If this installation survives, then I must learn its secrets. Uncover its history. Uncover its mysteries. Yes, find them all. Maybe more.
what's he saying?
Perhaps I should follow your example.
Who are you talking to?
Yes, create friends, companions of my own. If we survive. What are you waiting for? The endless must not return.
The Endless. The game's name is Halo Infinite. They're called The Endless. I'm really banking on Endless not being a euphemism for flood. I hope. If there's always a lighthouse, you know, there's always a Booker, there's always an Elizabeth, there's always a Big Daddy of some sort. There's always a Halo. There's always a Covenant. There's always a flood-like entity that's just in... Like, there's always primary antagonist, secondary antagonist, tertiary antagonist with the power to wipe out the primary and secondary antagonist. Isn't that the way it usually happens? Did the same thing happen in Gears of War? Locust. Right? No, what was it? Yeah. Locust, right? Then... Lambent Locust. Then... Swarm. Like this, it always happens in threes. Realistically, I think this time every time, like who is really walking through this place? Like, this is legit terrifying. Like, why would you even build this? Like, what if you slip and fall? What if you sneeze?
Great plan ended at the hands of those who made you.
Like, what if you forgot something? You have to go all the way back. Like,
Reflect on your choices, Cortana. Understand the consequences.
yeah, again, I feel like, you know, Cortana was just a little bit too arrogant and misguided for her own good. Which, again, completely goes against everything about her character. Rampancy or no, that writing went completely against her character and I hated it. But this pseudo retcon, not really retcon, is okay. Because,
How could I have been so stupid?
yeah, I don't know.
Halsey made a copy. It was the only way. There's not much time. If Atriox takes control, he has the ring. A weapon pointed into the universe. Nothing left to lose.
Because you blew up his planet.
My fault. My stupid fault. Not
I feel like I've said this in the past, like...
There's a moment. John will make it work. He needs help. Of course. Was this your plan all along, Halsey? Or is it mine? It doesn't matter now. Nothing else matters. This has got to work. He can't do it on his own. He needs me. He needs her.
Ah!
It is time
Damn.
for you to make your choice.
She's tiny. Like, how tall is she? It's wild.
Thank you, Atriox.
You helped me.
You really did.
Would you humor me? If you knew how you were going to die, how would you live your life differently?
I would change nothing.
Perfect. Thank you.
What are you doing?
Making things right.
It was her. She destroyed the ring, stopped my deletion. Why?
Yeah, why? That's actually a really good question.
If anybody could have saved me, it would have been you. Everything has gone from the certainty of your goodness. I can't go on spoiling your life any longer.
Again, I was kind of saying that, you know, it is just unfortunately the destiny of some heroes to just be Peter Parker, you know. We're just, you gotta die so humanity can be fly, you know. Peter gotta die so his
Here.
friends and family can be fly.
This is where Cortana...
Sacrificed herself.
I mean, I'm glad that she found her original writing, you know. She fell out of the Joe Staten tree and hit every narrative branch on the way down, so I'm happy for that. This looks like the place where I fought. Tartarus! Tartarus. Yeah, this looks like where I fought Tartarus without the grav lift. I mean, either that or I'm literally inside of a Bioshock lighthouse. And again, I'm still saying that those are USB drives with DNA in them. I'm telling you, this thing is like a giant 3D printer. Watch, you can just 3D print Sangheili, Ungoy, Figuar, Spartans, Brutes.
The Silent Auditorium. Forerunner, obviously. It appears to be...
It's a stem cell research
Oh,
lab.
no.
What is it?
It's a courtroom, a prison,
Oh, shit.
a place of execution.
Oh, it's a
All these things
prison?
together. Why?
To cover their sins, we stood silent, unable to speak as they passed judgment. We could not defend ourselves. We could not reason with them.
Something's sending a signal. Before you ask, I'm already tracking it.
Disgruntled alien races. The Forerunners played judge, jury, and executioner.
Has fallen. The endless bound. Your sins undone. Today we return.
She got like a whole cleft face. Like her whole face is cleft. Like,
What's she doing?
She's trying to open a connection between here and somewhere else on the ring.
Where?
You deal with her and I'll find out.
He killed your war chief.
You put him in my way. I told y'all I didn't want to fight monkeys. You know, I'm gonna have to like put a stop to this whole victim mentality thing. If I hear "he's killing our brothers" one more time, like, you guys are shooting at me. Like, what is this fake news? If she meant that, she wouldn't be throwing trash mobs at me. This would be like a literal fist fight between her and Master Chief.
There, I've intercepted the carrier wave from this transmitter.
She has a life bar. Or they. What's the Harbinger?
My people have suffered long enough.
I mean, I feel like at the very least, you know... No, good on them, because this is a boss fight that definitely needs good audio.
Transmitters. Rerouting the power through that one.
Truly the nicest 3D printer I've ever seen.
The connection is sentient. It's searching for something.
The connection is what? It doesn't look like it's going through, but it is. That's interesting. Is that a needler? Did y'all really just...
You may kill me, but more will come.
Thank you. Show me some respect, damn it. Oh, thank you, an armory grunt. Oh, my favorite kind of grunt. I love grunts that are just running around carrying weapons they can't even use. But they're actual grunts, like they have little holsters on their back to carry ordnance. It's just the funniest.
Okay, next one's down.
No mercy, not for you. Tear the armor apart. I wish to see his face.
Oh no, she didn't. Oh no, she did not. Mm-mm. You see the face, we throw you into space. Listen, nobody sees Master Chief's face. Not even Master Chief has seen Master Chief's face. No, really, in like the Fall of Reach, it got to the point where they said like wearing the suit for Master Chief was almost like wearing a second skin. To the point where he just felt naked whenever he wasn't wearing the suit. And he in fact had been so used to wearing the suit and wearing the suit so often that his skin had begun to get kind of pale, almost translucent because of the lack of exposure to the sun. Your man is out here looking like Anakin Skywalker. Like in episode 4. I mean, Did he just say that his blicky gets sticky? Can we keep the grunts off of SoundCloud? Can we not? I don't think the grunts should be listening to trap music. I think. What the shit?
Very well. Prepare yourself.
Yo, if you have really shitty speakers, how are you supposed to do this fight? Because I gotta be honest with you, man.
I am right here.
The only reason I can tell where the Harbinger is appearing is because of these weird audio keys that are telling me, oh, she's behind you. Oh, she's next to you. Like, otherwise, I'd be lost. She's behind me again. They gotta stop putting her behind me. This isn't fair. This is an FPS. I don't like having a boss that can instantly teleport. Like, look at this. I'm really trying to clear distance here. Look at this. Why? I'm basically fighting the video game equivalent of Akuma. It's like I'm Scorpion and she's Akuma right now. Like, why is this fight even going this way? She's sitting there saying enough, like I'm the one teleporting all over the place, like I got a whole macro on my controller. Like, you gotta stop. Like, clearly she's a Stormcaller. See, this is why Warlocks are overpowered. Bro. You know, she's like shooting like little those things. She's like shooting little homing Hadoukens at me.
This will not take long.
I have never been more confused. I mean, at this point, I think she's just randomly hurting herself. Like, I'm just a spectator in this boss fight. God.
Reclaimer.
This boss fight is horseshit.
This fight is but a distraction.
I agree. I have never agreed more. Me. What the fuck is this?
Wretched thing.
Man, if they had given me like a QTE where like I just had to hit X and then Y and then B and like Master Chief would do like a flash kick and then a Stone Cold Stunner, like why couldn't that have just happened? She was on her knees.
Switched again.
It totally should have happened.
What?
No idea, but I doubt it's good. Wait, there's something else
Siva?
here. Something's helping me.
Cortana, is that you? I'm still going with my original theory. I still think she's 3D. I still think she's 3D printing these guys. I'm still convinced. Still convinced she's 3D printing them. Oh, and this track right now. Don't think I don't notice what they're doing. What they're doing with the Halo theme right now is obscene. This should be illegal. I love it. It sounds so good. No! Why? What the fuck? What art? What is that? What is that? A giant cockroach. I just... Okay. So... I think this outer ring... Okay, a VK Commando's fine.
No idea, but I doubt it's good.
A shock rifle is
Wait,
much better
there's
for the
something else
bugs.
here. Something's helping me.
It's Cortana.
Your presence is only a distraction.
Jesus! You ever been bodied and then teabagged by your own balls? Asking for a friend. Just...
It's switched again. It's found something.
You just get slapped off the screen in the worst way possible, and then you're staring into your own gooch, caught in 4K.
Something's helping me.
Like your whole gooch is just in your face.
So many lives. So much suffering.
I know I'm making a face like I just heard some fire-ass bars, but like... I mean...
The galaxy itself will pay for your transgression.
There are small pathways. I don't have to go around these ramps. It looks like there's small doors that lead underneath some of these ramps.
What?
So I can pass underneath them like tunnels instead of having to go around them.
Wait,
Yeah, look
there's
at that.
something else here.
Okay.
Something's helping me.
I don't think she's being as condescending as it sounds. I think to scale, Master Chief is a child by comparison. I wouldn't say he's a literal child in the eyes of the, what's her face? What's her name again? The Harbinger? Yeah, I think the Harbinger is just, you know, I feel like we're talking about like ancient years here. Shit!
The galaxy itself will pay for your transgression. I am but the first of many.
Oh, that was always the plan. Yeah.
There. Last one's down.
The plan was always to use that as a funnel. I'm a Spartan, man. How can I not use the tactics of Thermopylae?
All it took was time.
I will admit that there is a fair degree of arrogance that went into that because I saw how low her health was. Like, I was ready to give her like the full Nicaraguan crab sandwich, and I shouldn't have done that.
It's switched again. It's found something.
Yeah.
What?
The last
No
vestiges
idea,
of my
but I
fucking
doubt it's
sanity
good.
is what it found.
Wait, there's something else here.
God.
Something's helping me.
That was such a perfect funnel. I fucked it. Is this hand sanitizer? I could just drink it.
We'll prove it to you.
Bitch, please. You couldn't catch a body if it fainted.
It's switched again. It's found something.
What?
No idea, but I doubt it's good. Wait, there's something else here. Something's helping me.
Okay. All right.
It's switched again. It's found something.
What?
No idea, but I doubt it's good. Wait, there's something else here. Something's helping me.
Okay.
It's switched again. It's found something.
What?
No idea, but I doubt it's good. Wait, there's something else here. Something's helping me.
I wish I just knew where it was spawning them from initially. God.
There. Last
Fucking
one's down.
hate this weapon.
What sets me apart from you, Spartan, is rightness.
She really teleported in front of me, and that scared the shit out of me. I believe her.
Weak.
This will not take long.
I feel like movement skills are so necessary for this fight, but like after a while the lack of weapons and things out here really starts to get to you. Also, this music is like literally it's assaulting me right now. Like my ears feel so violated. Ooh, that's a deep cut. Wow, the way she threw that at him, you think they would have been enemies forever. The way she threw that man versus machine quandary at him. Does she know something about me that I don't already know? These little arc missiles that she's throwing are just keeping it impossible for me to stay still. Every time she teleports, she creates one of those things. Can you shoot them? No, you can't shoot those. It's beyond wild.
I will not let you stop. It is not possible.
Just stack grenades on her. Good God.
What you need. Tell them. I am sorry it took so long.
Who's she talking to?
This is what I'm saying.
The signal's old? Like, really old.
My time is ended. Yours too.
Look at her face.
They will make sure.
Man, Mass Effect's got its work cut out for it, right? Like, these alien races
need
look so
extraction.
gross. But their facial animation is so detailed. Like, there's so many moving muscles and bones in her face. It's fucking crazy.
I couldn't decrypt it in time.
It's okay. You'll figure something out.
Of course I will. They'll pair you with another AI. Maybe even another Cortana model if Halsey lets them. It won't be me. But you know that, right? But that doesn't matter. It's just another echo. She's right, John. Just another echo. Sorry, I'm messing with you. I just had a feeling that's what she would say. Do you see what I see? So much potential. I'm sorry. I didn't have long to plan this. A few milliseconds, really. I hope it worked out. Look at us. We just keep saying goodbye, don't we? But this isn't an end. It's a chance to make amends, to rectify mistakes.
Subtext.
And it starts
With
here.
Halo 5 Guardians.
I was wrong. I thought that I could do this on my own. But I forgot that the whole point of all of this, the entire reason that I chose you in the first place was that we were supposed to be a team. Perfectly suited, perfectly matched, perfect. In these final moments, I know what my last mission is. I need to make sure you two learn from my mistakes. Become stronger because of them. I chose well, Master Chief.
I really did. Now, it's up to you. Are you all right? I don't know what to say.
Scratch that.
Damn, that's deep.
We need to get out of here.
Shit.
Now.
That's crazy. That's a potent ass metaphor.
I know. Think faster. Maybe there's a way to.
Was that you?
Would it help if I said yes?
Probably.
But we don't know where it's going, or even if it's going anywhere.
Any other suggestions?
No, but this is a really bad idea.
That's a Haloing. That's such a Master Chief thing to do. I love it. Although, to be frank, I mean, what's...
Let's not do that again.
I did try to tell you it was a bad idea.
Chief! Your beacon just appeared.
I just realized the beacon on the back of his helmet blinks different colors depending on who's speaking to him.
I thought I lost you. Where did you go?
Echo 216.
Stay put.
That's wild.
I'm coming to you.
Chief's got like a whole family now. He's got like a whole team of people in his head now.
Chief, I think the better question is when are we? I don't know how, but we've been gone for days. 3 days, to be precise.
This ring.
Oh my god, he's in the
is
Destiny
different than the
universe.
others.
The Banished and the Harbinger were looking for something that was never found. Why would the Forerunners hide something and throw away the key? Doesn't that scare
Yes.
you?
No.
What do you mean? No? You're not supposed to open these things. That's why they're closed. That's why they're closed. No, do not take the ancient artifact.
Going to ask me what I think? I guess not.
He found a pelican.
Get inside, big guy.
Seriously, I feel like I'm watching the Avengers Quinjet like take off. He's seriously got a whole family in there. Look, he gave him a hug. Oh god, he grabbed him around the waist. He gave him the family. He gave him the butt hug. You see that? He
Really?
Master Chief was like, ah, chill.
So, what do we
Why
do
don't you
now?
shave, bro? I saw you at the beginning of the game.
We finished the fight.
Who fought?
Yes, sir.
He said it.
Banished still control the rest of the ring.
Wait. I know this is weird, given all that's happened, but
What? What is it?
we still don't know your name.
Word.
I keep calling you Echo 216.
Yeah, actually.
No, you can't. Esparza. Fernando Esparza.
It's nice to meet you, Esparza. Fernando Esparza.
Good work, soldier.
That's great.
And what about you?
What about me?
What do I call you?
Oh yeah, we're gonna keep calling her Weapon?
Any ideas?
Well, do you think it would be okay?
What?
You're sure?
You get to choose your name.
What are you gonna call yourself?
Then I think I might have the perfect one.
All right. Here we go. Get ready.
Bum bum. That was okay, that was good. That was good. That was good. I actually No, I won't go that far. I won't go as far to say that it was narratively stronger than Reach, because I don't think it was. But it was a really good story told with Master Chief in particular. And I really like the new characters. I like Echo 216, Fernando Esperanza. awesome straight man to the story. I love the new villains. I like the way the story was told. There's a lot of really great world building. The cinematics are above and beyond for Halo. Like I said, it's not as strong a story as Halo Reach, but Halo Reach was like peak Bungie. Like, they managed to juggle like 7 different characters, completely outline and characterize them, and take them out one by one. Like, that was just... At scale for 343, this is definitely the best Halo they've ever done. This is the best story I think Halo has had in a good while. That was, and you know what? They left enough on the table to tell actual new stories in this universe. This was, they literally had to kind of No Way Home it, Days of Future Past it. They had to erase the events of Halo. Like, this game was doing Rise of Skywalker level story trimmings here, because they had to really correct a lot of the shit that went down in Halo 5 Guardians. Like, clearly she wasn't uncorrupted, they wrote that out. She was still suffering from rampancy, they wrote that back in. Cortana redeems herself in the final hour by virtue of her terribly written character in 5 went too far and actually doomed humanity and created the Banished. So that's I like how they tied that all together and then simultaneously jettisoned all of that stuff right before the conclusion. You know, like, I feel like at this point, and I mean this, I feel like at this point, we should not need Cortana anymore. Like, Cortana should never appear in Halo ever again. She should have never appeared after 4, but they had no idea what they were doing with 5. But I feel like they redid it. Kind of like Luke getting his lightsaber back and saying, a Jedi's weapon deserves more respect. I was like, Cortana deserved more respect than what happened to her at the end of Halo 5. And I'm so glad that they turned it back around. They humbled her character, because honestly, she would have never been that arrogant in the first place, which is what I really hated about it. But they brought her they brought consequences to her character and forced her to change into the character she was. And I appreciate that. I think as a final, like, she's finally gone this time, like, it's awesome. 343 got to write a send-off for Cortana, and now so did Joseph Staten. He got to write a send-off for Cortana too. And it worked out in a way that, you know, I was talking with some friends about The Matrix Resurrections, and I'm not going to get into all of it here, but a lot of what I had to say about it was that a lot of it was like weirdly metatextual, but in very specific ways where characters were acting like the inverse of themselves. So you could say that where Neo's character drove the plot, where the events of the story were focused around him, it was his actions that drove the plot forward in the original Matrix movies. Even he's even the inciting incident in a lot of scenarios. Like, he'll come into a room and a fight scene will start. You know, the agents are chasing him. And in the Matrix Resurrections, it's the exact opposite. He has no agency. He's being driven by the plot. Characters are pulling him from place to place, and when it's time to fight, usually he doesn't even do a lot of the fighting. He has people fight for him. Like, a lot of his agency and his actions are removed from the story. He's like the inverse of himself, to the point where he's relying on everyone instead of everyone relying on him. And I feel in the same way, you know, Master Chief has been so heavily reliant on Cortana as a character, and he's been so reliant on needing orders in order to move forward or just doing what needs to be done, that there was never really any time for Master Chief to have agency. And even though he's the main character, he's usually being pulled along by the events of the plot. Like, even in this game, Echo 216 gets captured. He's got to go after him. You know, they're about to activate the ring. I have to go and stop it. You know, he may have agency within the framework of what he's operating in, but he's never made his decisions. And I think I really like that, you know, even though they asked the question at the end of Halo 4, like, is he more man, is he more machine, and which part, you know, of him is there more of? I feel like even though he doesn't get to define that in this game, though you see flashes of the person he can kind of be, I love that by the end, you know, even Cortana, if the metaphor is not obvious by this point, Cortana just says it to him verbatim, you know, you should learn from my mistakes. Like, I am trusting you to go forward without me. You know, you've relied on me for so long, for so many things, for agency, for guidance, for direction, for purpose, that it's up to him now. And all of the decisions that he makes from here on out are his decisions. They're what he wants to do. Even to the point that, even though he does still have an AI, she's not Cortana. And having seen how Cortana turns out and what happens to her, like Cortana said, she can learn from her mistakes, and she doesn't have to be Cortana. So she gets agency to the point where she can even pick out her name. So she's not gonna be Cortana. Like, that's how you pay reference to past events while rebooting everything and letting these characters forge a new path. And I gotta say, like, I love the little family he's got now. You know, it would have been slightly bleak if he had only made it out with the AI and if Echo had died. So I'm really happy that he made it out with everyone, because I feel like that really drives home this like new era, this new age, this new life, however long it is, that Master Chief has ahead of him, you know? He's got a bromance going with my man Fernando. He's got a surrogate daughter in his new AI, whose name I guess we're gonna find out next time. Don't make it infinite, I swear I will kill you all. But that was great. It laid the foundation for a new mythology, neatly tied up all of the events from the previous games in a nice little bow, and left one of the primary characters behind. Like, there's no reason to go back to Cortana. Don't ever do it. Her voice actor is going to be employed because she's the voice of the new AI. We're good. Don't ever bring Cortana back. And now all I have, like, looking forward is hope for the future of Halo and for the future of the story. Really exciting stuff. They knocked it out of the park. I mean, I know they had to, because this was like a Series X launch. I mean, not really launch title, but this is like a flagship title, and it's Halo. They couldn't screw this up. They could not screw this up. There's no way. Like, the PC market's not a threat. Sony doesn't have a flagship FPS. And Activision and EA have been screwing up Battlefield and Call of Duty for at least the past 3 or so years. So the ground was ripe for like Microsoft to really come out with an amazing Halo game, or like at the very least a really good Halo game. And I think they nailed it. I mean, had the game come out with all of its content intact, this would be easier to judge as an entire package. But as it stands, it's really just a really good campaign and really good multiplayer that's, they need to update it very soon. But I'm very happy with this, and I'm definitely going to play it again in co-op. There's going to be a co-op patch for it soon, so definitely co-op, maybe a higher difficulty. This game's open world elements are flexible enough that there's really no way you can play this the same way twice. Like, even my checkpoints in between deaths, as much as I struggle to try and make them the same way, the sandbox just doesn't allow for it. There's just a lot of fun and exciting, like, you know, little pockets of gameplay that string this game along just right. But this was good. I enjoyed this. This was really cool. What more can you ask for from a good Halo game? What more can you ask for? 343, y'all knocked it out. I gotta say. 343 knocked it out of the park with this one. I'm telling you, it's like when you saw the end of Days of Future Past, when you saw the end of Spider-Man No Way Home, where you just see nothing but fertile narrative ground for the series to just tread upon. That's how you do it. We're about to get a massive deluge of, you know, first-party games, though. Sony's about to come out of the gate swinging at the beginning of the year, and Microsoft doesn't have much to hold up. It is alright, because if this is the quality that I can expect from Halo moving forward, then I'm definitely down. And thank heavens, now my brain is like clear of story details, because as much as I love you, 343, Bungie's about to tell a whale of a story next week. Destiny 2, Witch Queen is coming out. I'm already 13:30. We about to be out in these streets, making glaives. You people on my friends list, if you do not get down on the crossplay, I'm warning you now. I'm warning you now. This game has crossplay. I'm jumping in your parties. I'm not taking invites. I'm jumping in your fire teams. I'm doing floss dances, shoot dances, and crank dats in your towers. You have been warned. Excuse me. Gallahorn's optional. But that'll conclude tonight's Halo Infinite stream. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Shout outs to my main man, Valaraxial. Just keeping me alive with memes when the monkeys are chasing. I can't deal with it. Like, it's all fun and games until you hear and you look and it's like, I don't even, why are they doing this? Why are there feral brutes? I don't understand. But I will definitely be back tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. I'm on the fence about it, but I think I'm jumping right back into seafood. I feel like seafood needs to be a thing. We're about to seafood up in here. And as for another platform, well, that's a surprise. But that'll conclude tonight. I'll be back tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel, which is at 9:45 EST. Hope to see you there. And until these credits end, good night, my friends.